Shout out Sniper T on the beat.
Tamara to the break of dawn is on the rise, with life on the forefront of the mind. So line for line, you can ride this brain train and you can change your station without even touching the dial. So relax, stay a little bit, but listen for a while. And whether you're bumping this in the whip or in a business fit, it's a meeting you won't want to miss. A meeting for a meal to feed the soul with words for the mind. So sit back, enjoy the ride. Time to take off, it's time to fly. Cause Tamara till the break of dawn is on the rise.
Hey, it's me, I'm back. Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the show. And yeah, as you can tell, if you're watching online, there are no visuals in this episode. It literally got to a point, we've just been super busy with this conference at work. And so it got to a point where it's because I'm like about to head to the gym after I record this. So it got to the point where it's like, okay, do I just record no visuals or do I not record again another week? And I feel like part of why I haven't also wanted visuals, because if you're not new, you know that I only can give you what I have. And it's kind of like the thought of looking at myself while I talk about this subject. I don't know. Sometimes I don't be wanting to do that. But anyways, you know, more recently, I have really been having to overcome fear, and not necessarily fear of anything bad going wrong. It's really wild because I had a conversation with someone recently, and I realized that sometimes when things have gone a certain way over and over again, or for an extended period of time, it's easier to think that that's just how it's going to be. And then when you get glimpses and a hope and just, it seems like things are going to be actually how you want them to be, sometimes that's actually scarier than having to go through the same old disappointment, just because it's like, how do I function in that? And then it's kind of like new things, and some doors that we walk through, they require a deeper level of vulnerability, a deeper level of transparency, a deeper level of maybe even sacrifice. And sometimes that can be scary, right? And so I have found, as I am in this season where it seems like there's this door that's open in front of me and that I'm going to walk through, and more to come on that later. But with that, it's kind of like it has been a slow process. And I think a lot of that is just because me having to overcome so many fears and anxieties in my mind. I don't know if I've ever said it on here before, but I remember, shout out to Eric. I remember when we first started recording, and like the first episode we recorded, that was new, right? I've had guests on the show, but I've never had a guest on the show where they were recording in the same room that I was in. And I just remember telling him, like, because that's when I realized new things actually give me anxiety. It's just, I don't allow that anxiety to stop me, but sometimes it will cause me to like move slower than maybe I want to, but I don't allow it to stop me. And so it's been really interesting in this season where like, I feel like the Lord has opened a door for me, and it's not like I'm standing in front of the door to the point of like, I could just walk through it. It's the way I see it or feel it or sense it or whatever is like I'm walking up to the door, but the door is already open. So all I have to do is just keep taking like step by step to get to the door. And then that's it. Like the door is already open. There's not anything that I have to do. I just have to continue taking each next step and continue to like walk by faith instead of being led by my fears. Because like our fears, what's interesting about fear is, man, sometimes we will have fears, and like, I know me, I can only speak for me, so I'll just do that. Sometimes I will overthink a situation. I will have fear. I will have anxiety. And it will be to the point where I have created this whole scenario in my mind of how it's going to play out. It could be to the point that I have already felt emotions related to the scenario that I came up with in my mind about how something was going to go. And then it doesn't even happen that way, right? And so it's really, really interesting because I don't know. I'm just in a season where I'm really feeling the Lord is calling me to more so walk by faith and not walk in fear. And it's not like, oh, I always walk in fear, but this door it's unlike anything I don't have anything to compare it to be like, oh yeah, I've been through this before. And last time, blah, blah. No, I don't have nothing like that. And so with that, it's kind of like, it's this step-by-step thing. But the cool thing about it is, as I continue to really just have conversation with the Lord, like, man, I'm scared or just whatever, I see where like there's more freedom that I'm gaining as I'm continuing to just like confess my fears to him, confess my anxieties, and then also just walking by faith, like acting in the opposite of like how the fear wants me to act. Like the fear, the anxiety, the doubt, the whatever makes me want to not act, makes me want to shrink back, makes me want to just not take the steps that I'm like feeling the Lord is telling me to take. So yeah, that's kind of how, amidst like the busyness of this conference that we have next week, that has pretty much been the past few weeks. But it's so cool because I'm like praying prayers and like having conversations with the Lord that only he knows. And I'm seeing him move and like give me answers and give me insights into this and that to show like, okay, yeah, this is a door that I want you to keep walking towards. And it's really, really cool, but it's also, it's so scary, right? Because like I said, new things give me anxiety. There's so much fear in the unknown. But the beautiful thing about it, and then I'm going to go, is that as long as I can continue to trust that God is good, he has good plans for my life. Now, not everything that happens to me is good, but he does work everything together for our good. So as long as I continue to believe that to be true, which that has been shown true over and over and over and over and over again in my life. So as long as I continue to believe that, it's kind of like I don't need to have fears or I take that back. I'm going to have fears, but I don't need to allow my fears to hinder me from moving forward. So yeah, that is kind of where I'm at right now. Like I said, more to come on kind of like what I'm talking about. You know me, when I talk to you guys about things in real time, sometimes I'm vague about it. And I think that's wise because just in general, you should have wisdom with who you share what with, because not every listening ear is an ear that actually wants you to get whatever it is that, you are hoping for. There are people that, man, unfortunately, maybe they're jealous or maybe they just, they doubt because of their own experience. There's that too. Sometimes it's not malicious. It's just things have not worked out for them the way they wanted to. So they don't have that hope or faith maybe that you do. And you don't need people speaking ill over the things that the Lord has put in your heart. That's why it was a private conversation between you and the Lord. But the cool thing is he will tell you things in secret, but then it'll manifest itself publicly. So yeah, that is what I have for y'all this week. As always, make sure you're taking care of yourself mentally. Make sure you're taking care of yourself emotionally. Make sure you are taking care of yourself spiritually and physically. Be healthy in your relationships. And yeah, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Ladies and gents, this concludes transmission. Tune in next time for a whole new edition. Another adventure and mission to share, be heard, and clarify the vision of this whole new world for Tamara.